Good evening, everyone. This is my overview about the advantages and disadvantages of group counseling that we discussed. First of all, I would like to say that I enjoyed reading everyone's post and I enjoyed dialoguing with everyone about this particular topic. There were a few interesting points that were brought out. However, I would just like to touch on a few. The first one being confidentiality. Confidentiality is very important in the field of counseling. However, it is hard to control whether or not confidentiality is being breached in a group counseling setting. However, I usually have my participants sign a contract. Not only do they sign a contract at the beginning of each group, we state that what is said in group stays in group. Not saying that this will prevent confidentiality from being breached, but I think it's very important to explain this in the beginning of every group counseling setting. Not only do I want to expound on that, but I also would like to talk about confrontation. Confrontation is very important, not just in a group setting, but I believe it is very important in life. It is hard to see yourself in the picture when you're in the picture, sort of say. Sometimes it takes others to point out those faulty thoughts or those bad beliefs that we might have. I like to look at confrontation as constructive criticism. Confrontation is something that goes on very often in group. However, I think that this is the reason why most behaviors are changed in a group setting. Peers are more receptive to accept feedback from their peers because they believe that their peers can relate to them more better than a therapist can. So that is why behaviors change. Confrontation not only changes behaviors, but it also makes individuals feel uncomfortable. So if a person feels uncomfortable, they're more likely to change the situation so they won't have that feeling again. So that's why confrontation is important off in a group counseling session. Something else that was discussed throughout this discussion was good candidates for a group counseling session. And I believe it was Deb that said that she believes that it is not good to place a client off in a group setting when they have anxiety, or not anxiety, but when they have a crisis going on. A crisis can be anything. And in my opinion, I believe that it can be beneficial and conducive for that client to be placed in a group setting with that crisis. And the reason why I believe that is because sometimes in a group setting, the peers that are off in that setting with that particular client has probably experienced what that client is going through at that time. So with this being said, the group would be able to help that client get through that crisis situation that he or she might be going through at that time. I also believe that there is, in my opinion, no such thing as a good candidate, because I believe that with any situation, anytime you put someone in a group setting, there's going to be pros and cons. And I believe that at some particular point, that everybody will benefit from a group counseling session. Something else that I would like to discuss is being open-minded. Being open-minded uh, as a counselor and helping the clients to be open-minded about the group setting. I believe that this is very important because sometimes people come in with preconceived thoughts about group settings. And I believe that it is the counselor's job or the facilitator's job to help that particular individual feel at ease about going into a group setting. Uh, I believe that we should hold the client's hand, sort of say, and explain the benefits that could come from this group setting. Also discussed is that although you have all these advantages and disadvantages, I believe that the advantages far outweighs the disadvantages. Again, I enjoyed this group discussion, and I look forward to interacting with you all again. Enjoy your day and enjoy the Super Bowl. Have a great day.